you can never maximize the time of purpose if you fail to engage and embrace the season of process. Because again, everything has a season and every purpose has a time. God has given you a purpose, and that's the reason why you are still here. You are still alive because there's a purpose in you. Of all of the millions of babies that are aborted, you were born. Of all of the millions of babies that are miscarried, you survived. Of all of the deaths that you have heard about, even in this season, out of all of the funerals that you've attended, one of the reasons why you are still here is because apparently there's something in you that is still kicking, and God has allowed you to be here. It is not because of something good that you've done. It is not because of how many I's you've dotted. It is not because of how many T's you've crossed, because even on our good day, our goodness is as a filthy rags. We are saved by faith through grace, not by works, lest any man should boast. It is because of the grace of God that has been extended to you. You are still here, and there is purpose for your life. Watch this. I can remember my wife and I, we went to see The Color Purple, and it was held at the North Charleston Auditorium. And I mean, there are hundreds of cars, and we are walking through, and we get to our seats, and we are seated, and I mean, it's a phenomenal view, and I mean, it's just tremendous. And we are there, and I'm watching the play. It's The Color Purple. It was one of my favorite movies growing up. And watch this. All of a sudden, the lights go out and the curtains close. I get my keys, I gather my belongings, and I grab her hand, and she says, "Hey, wait, where are you going?" And I said, "I'm trying to rush out. The lights have gone off, the curtains have closed, it is the end, and I want to get ahead of all of the traffic. You've seen the hundreds of cars outside. Traffic is going to be absolutely crazy." And she looked at me and she chuckled, and she said, "Apparently you haven't seen the movie." I said, "No, I've seen it." I said, "But I guess they cut it short." She said, "Well, if you've really seen it, you would have known that this is not the end. The only reason the curtains closed and the lights went out is because they are preparing for the next scene." I want to encourage everybody right now that's watching. The fact of the matter is, sometimes in life it's difficult to navigate because you may not have seen the end. You may not have seen how the story is going to culminate. But the Lord sent me to encourage you this morning to let you know that even when you're going through seasons where the lights are dark, even when you're going through seasons when the curtains are closed, it is not because this is the end of the story. It is simply because God is preparing you for the next chapter and the next scene in your life. And I just want to talk to everybody that's watching, because the fact of the matter is, you will have to trust that Jesus is in fact the narrator. We are looking unto Jesus. He's the author, and the finisher. He is the one who's responsible for the script, for your destiny. And you never want to abandon where you are simply because things are dark.